Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a MAC starter kit. This is a video that's suitable for those of you who are beginners to makeup, looking to kind of see what products you should get, and also for freelance makeup artists. So I thought I would go through what I recommend for a starter kit for MAC products. I have worked at MAC Cosmetics for nearly 4 years, so I do have a lot of experience in the products, and I just thought it would be helpful to share with you guys my thoughts on which products would be most beneficial for both yourself and also if you are a freelance makeup artist looking to do makeup on clients. So if you'd like to see my recommended products for a MAC starter kit, then please keep watching. Okay, let's just jump straight into it because I do have quite a few products to share with you. So my first product is definitely a must-have, and this is the MAC Fix Plus. This product is just so unique and so versatile that you can do so many things with it. First of all, what I like to do with this is to spray it all over my face for some hydration and moisturizing to the skin. It just makes your skin look really plump and just gives a nice dewy finish as well. I also like to use this to spray after I've done my makeup, and what that will do is any powder products you have on your skin, this will help them just to kind of absorb and melt into the skin a little bit better so you don't get that powdery look on top of your skin. Especially if you have drier skin, too much powder can just not look too good. So if you give yourself a spritz with this, it'll just help all of those powder products absorb. It also helps any highlighted areas on the face. They just look a lot more shiny and give a beautiful bright highlighted look to the skin. This product is also really good for using with eyeshadows. So what I like to do is get an eyeshadow brush, spray my brush with this, and then I will dip it into a pressed eyeshadow, either a shimmer eyeshadow or even a loose pigment shadow. And what that does is it just gives a more intense foiled-like finish to the eyeshadows, just makes them look a lot more vibrant and colourful. So that's a really handy tip to use this for. So I would definitely recommend the MAC Fix Plus. So next for primer is the Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Primer. This has got to be one of my all-time favourite primers. This primer is really good for hydrating, illuminating and controlling oil in the skin. It gives a really soft and smooth surface to the skin before applying your foundation. So this primer is suitable for all skin types, whether you have dry or oily skin. So this is the primer I would definitely recommend to have in your kit. Moving on to foundation, the one I would definitely recommend is the MAC Face and Body. This is just the most incredible foundation to use for both yourself and on clients. This is predominantly what I use when I do freelance makeup. I just find that this foundation just sits so beautifully on the skin. It's a really lightweight, watery type foundation. It is more water-based than oil-based, so I find it just glides onto the skin beautifully and it just looks flawless on the skin. The great thing with this product is that it is a lightweight foundation, so you can create a really beautiful lighter coverage, or you can build this product up to more of a medium to full coverage as well. So that's what I like about it, that you can determine how much coverage that you're wanting. And as the name suggests, you can use this on the body. So if there's any scars, redness or bruises on the body, you can actually use this foundation to cover those up as well. So if a client has their wedding day and they've got some redness on their skin or anything, it's always really nice to be able to use this to cover that up and just make their skin look beautiful and flawless. So Face and Body would definitely be my recommended foundation. For concealer, it definitely has to be the Prolongwear concealer. I know that this concealer is very popular, but for good reason. It's just the most amazing concealer. Like the name suggests, Prolongwear is a 14-hour wear concealer. So pretty much as soon as you put this on, it's not going to move and it just sits really beautifully on the skin. I find it gives more of a medium to full coverage. So what I like to do is, if I'm not wanting too much coverage on the skin, I'll go in with the Face and Body really lightly, and then I'll use the Prolongwear concealer just to cover up any areas I might have a bit of redness or a blemish. And that way I don't have too much product on my skin, and it just makes your skin look a lot more flawless and beautiful without having that caked on heavy makeup look. So Prolongwear concealer is definitely my favourite concealer. This is amazing for under the eyes. The coverage is beautiful. I find it sets really nicely. I don't get any creasing using this concealer. So that's what I look for in a concealer, and the Prolongwear from MAC is definitely the best one. For face powder, definitely the best one is the MINERALIZE SKINFINISH powder. This powder is just amazing. It is so softly, finely milled that it just gives a really nice dusting over the skin. This is amazing for setting foundation, especially on those with dry skin, because it doesn't leave that really powdery texture. It just really applies a light veil over the skin and it looks beautiful and adds a little bit of a glow as well. So the Mineralized Skinfinish powder is definitely one to have in your kit. And these powders just feel so soft to the touch, and the colour is just very minimal. It's not going to add too much extra product or darken the skin too much on top of the foundation, so that's why I especially love this one. For bronzer, I first recommend the Matte Bronze Bronzing Powder. This bronzer is just so amazing. It suits all skin tones and I just think it gives the most amazing bronzed look to the skin. I do have it on my face as a contour today, so you can use this as a contour as well. So this is the colour here. It's a really nice neutral bronzer. It's not too warm or too cool. I find that this suits a lot of skin tones and you can use it as a bronzer and a contour shade, which is really versatile to have in your kit. And the second bronzer I highly recommend is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the colour Give Me Sun. This is just such an amazing warm bronzer to really bronze up the whole skin and just give a really nice sun-kissed look. So just like the face powders, it is a really nice lightweight finely milled powder, so it just applies on the skin beautifully and you can definitely build up how much colour you want. I find that it doesn't get patchy or anything because it's so soft and smooth to work with. I do have this as my bronzer on my skin as well, and it's definitely by far my ultimate favourite bronzer. For contouring the skin, the MAC sculpting powders are just amazing. The formula is incredible. They're so creamy and easy to blend. And my favourite one is this one here called SHADESTER. I just find that this matches so many different skin colours and just gives a really nice soft contour, or you can blend it up to make it a quite dark, striking contour. So this colour is just amazing. And that is what it looks like there. It's a really nice neutral, slightly cooler tone colour, which is perfect for contouring. So this is just an absolutely beautiful colour. This was originally a limited edition Pro product, but now it is permanent in the Pro lineup, so you can definitely get it on the MAC website or at the MAC Pro stores as well. For highlighting the skin, you definitely can't go past the Mineralized Skin Finish Soft and Gentle. This is just one of the most beautiful, beautiful highlighters. I do have it on top of my cheekbones today and down the centre of my face. This is just one of the most amazing highlighters ever. So you can see that the colour is like a beautiful, soft, shimmery pink champagne tone, and it just gives off the most amazing highlight to the skin. It just looks so beautiful. I find this is amazing for brides and I just think it looks so incredibly illuminated on the skin. It's just so beautiful. So definitely a must-have is the Soft and Gentle highlighter. And another highlighter I wanted to mention would be one suitable for more darker skin tones if you are a freelance makeup artist. If you could get your hands on this highlighter, I would highly recommend it to have in your kit, and it is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the colour Oh Darling. This is such an amazing gold highlighter, and this just looks beautiful on tan skin all the way up to darker skin. I just think it gives the most amazing gold highlight. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. So you can see the colour there. It's just really like a foiled finish. It just looks so incredibly pigmented and beautiful on the skin. So if you could get your hands on this product, I would definitely have it in your kit. For cream highlighters, I would definitely recommend first the matte cream colour base in the colour Shell. This is like a cream version of Soft and Gentle, so if you're doing a very subtle, natural makeup look, a cream highlight would look beautiful on the skin. This is just a beautiful pink champagne colour. It just has a really nice soft iridescent finish to it. So these look really natural on the skin, and you can also use these as a base to put your powder highlighter over top if you're wanting something extra, a little bit more dramatic of a highlight. I would definitely recommend doing that. I also really love this cream colour base in the shade Pearl. This is more of a lighter tone champagne gold, and this is just so amazing on more tan to darker skin tones as well. It's very similar undertone to the Oh Darling highlight with that gold finish, and this just looks so beautiful. So it's just that really nice creamy finish, and this one just got beautiful pigment to it as well. So these cream colour bases are definitely a must-have in your kit. For blush, there is definitely a lot of colours to choose from at MAC. So I did narrow it down to my favourite couple that I think would cover all different skin colours and just give you a nice range to choose from. The first two are the Mineralize blushes, and I find these ones just look so beautiful for a really nice natural glowing makeup look. The first one is called Warm Soul, and this is just such a beautiful bronzed rosy pink tone, and this just looks so amazing on the cheeks for a really nice bronzed kind of pinky glow look to the skin. This is the colour here. These ones are very shimmery, so they just give that beautiful sheen to the skin. They're not overly pigmented compared to the regular blushes, so they just give a nice wash of colour and they just look amazing. This one's got a little bit of gold reflex through it as well, so it looks really beautiful, especially in summer. And this other mineralized blush is called Dainty, and this is the perfect soft cool tone pink colour. I find this is really popular amongst brides to just give that nice flush of pink to the cheeks to give a nice healthy looking glow. So I definitely recommend this one for your kit as well. I have a couple more favourite blush colours. The first one is called Melba. This is just the most perfect coral pink tone. It's a really soft pinky peach, and I find that this suits so many different skin colours and it just looks really beautiful on the skin. This next one is called SUNBASQUE, and this is a beautiful warm bronze tone with a little bit of gold shimmer in it. I find this is so amazing on really tan skin. It just gives a really nice golden glow to the skin. So this one is SUNBASQUE. Another couple of blushes I would recommend are Peaches, which is just a really beautiful matte peach tone colour. I find that this complements all different skin colours as well. PEACHYKEEN, which is a little bit more of a peachy pink tone with a bit of shimmer, is really beautiful as well. And I'll definitely recommend getting a palette to put your blushes in if you are collecting quite a few, especially if you're a freelance makeup artist. It just makes it so much easier to keep them in your kit, and that way you don't have all individual blushes just laying around and you can't find them as well. And then in this palette here I have the colour Harmony. This is a really beautiful cool tone colour for contouring as well, especially on lighter skin tones. I find that this one looks really beautiful. And then also this shade Margin is just the most amazing champagne pink colour. This kind of acts as a blush and highlight in one, so if you're going for a very natural makeup look, using this all over your cheeks just gives the most amazing, beautiful, natural glow to the skin. Okay, so moving on to eye products now. For brows, I'll definitely recommend the eyebrow crayons. I just find that these are so amazing, and you can create really naturally filled in brows or more dramatic looking brows. This brow crayon, it does come in quite a few different colours as well, so this would be perfect for your kit. For an eyeshadow base, Soft Ochre is definitely a paint pot that I would recommend. This just acts as a beautiful cream base on the eyes to take away any redness or any veining on the eyes, and then if you set this with a cream coloured eyeshadow and then apply your eyeshadows on top, it just makes your eyeshadows come out a lot stronger and the pigment shows up a lot better. So using a cream base before eyeshadows, I'll definitely recommend to help the eyeshadows blend out and to make them look a little bit more vibrant and stay on the eyes longer as well. And so that is the colour. It's just almost like a concealer tone flesh colour, and it just helps to erase any colour on the eyelids before applying eyeshadows. So there is a lot of eyeshadows to choose from MAC, so I know it can be very overwhelming. So I thought I would show you a couple of my favourites. I do actually have videos of my favourite products in categories, MAC eyeshadows, lipsticks, blushes as well. So make sure to check out those videos if you want to see the colours and the products in a little bit more depth, because in this video I'm just going to go through them quite quickly because there is a lot of products to get through. First, I've got some transition shades that would cover all different skin colours. The first one here is called Kid, and this is really good for very pale to light skin tones. Then we have Wedge, which is more of a cooler tone light brown for more light to medium skin tones. Soft Brown is a really beautiful warm tone brown for more light to medium skin tones as well. And then we have the Saddle, which is more of that warmer, deeper toned brown, which would be really nice for medium to darker skin tones. And then Brown down here would be really good for more darker skin tones as well. So next, for some of my favourite crease colours, I do especially love warm tones. So my favourite two would be Brown Script here, which is a really nice reddish warm brown shade. And then Swiss Chocolate, which is a little bit more of a darker corduroy type brown shade as well, is really beautiful. And then for more darker skin tones, Embark is a really, really beautiful dark, almost like a purpley brown tone. I find this is really nice for darkening up a smoky eye if you're not wanting to use black. I do have this on my eye today as my outer corner colour, as well as Brown Script and Swiss Chocolate in the crease, and I used Saddle as my transition shade first. And then some other good crease colours would be Espresso, which is a darker cool brown, and Charcoal Brown, which is more of a medium toned brown as well. These colours especially do double as brow powders, so they're really versatile to have in your kit to use for a brow colour if you're wanting something a little bit lighter. And then we also have Carbon, which is just a matte black eyeshadow. This one is quite pigmented, so it's really good to use as an outer corner crease colour, or if you're doing a really dramatic dark smoky eye, you could blend this all over the lid as well. So Carbon is definitely a must-have in your makeup kit. For lid colours, I do have a couple which are my favourites to use, and they're definitely popular for eyeshadow looks for brides or for special occasions if you are a freelance makeup artist. And the first shade is this beautiful bronze gold called Woodwinked. I do have this on my lid today. This is just the most amazing bronzed gold eyeshadow, and it's very pigmented, so it looks beautiful on the eyes. Then we have this one up the top, which is called All That Glitters, which is a beautiful soft pink champagne colour. This is so amazing for a really natural looking eyeshadow look. For more of a chocolate smoky eye, this shade Bronze here is really beautiful. It's a really rich toned, warm, bronzy eyeshadow, and this one is really, really beautiful. And highlight shades for the inner colour and brow bone, I do have two favourites, but first my ultimate favourite one is the colour NYLON down here. This is a really intensely pigmented light gold. I do have it as my inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight today, and this one I just find looks amazing. It just brings the whole eye look together and just gives that really nice pop of brightness to the inner eyes. And my other favourite one is this one here at the top called SHROOM. This is a little bit more of a creamy white shade, so it's not as bright and pigmented as NYLON, so that would be a little bit more of a natural highlight colour to use. If you're wanting something a little bit more dramatic and vibrant and colourful, I would definitely recommend the MAC pigments. My all-time favourite pigment is tan. This one is just so incredibly beautiful for a bronzy makeup look. I use this non-stop in summer and I'm so in love with it. This looks beautiful on so many different skin tones as well, so I would definitely recommend the tan pigment. For eyeliner, I would recommend two different types of pencil eyeliners. First is the chromographic pencil, and this is really amazing for giving a nice brightening effect to the eyes. I do have it today in my waterline. I really like doing this step to just create a more vibrant, brighter looking eye, especially if you have a little bit more smaller eyes, smaller almond eyes like myself. Using a lighter colour in the waterline just makes your eyes look a little bit bigger and makes them look a bit more awake as well. So using a flesh toned colour I think looks more natural as well, as opposed to white. It can look very stark. So this is really nice to use for natural makeup looks or just to make someone's eyes look a little bit bigger. And then this one here is Feline. This is my all-time favourite black eyeliner. It's really, really good to use in the waterline for a really dramatic dark smoky eye. This one does not budge. I have tried other eyeliners in the pencil form from MAC and they just don't stay in the waterline as well as Feline does on myself or my clients. So I definitely recommend this one. It's also really amazing for doing a nice smoked out wing liner as well. And then for gel eyeliner, MAC Black Track is a tried and true favourite. This one is such an amazing gel eyeliner. I like to use this for a nice crisp wing on top of the eyes with a winged liner brush or a really small precision brush, just to get a really thin line across the top of the eyes. I find this consistency really easy to work with, and I find it dries quite quickly on the eyes, so I don't have any problems with it transferring up onto the eyes at all. For mascara, my ultimate favourite one is the MAC Extended Play Lash Mascara. This one is just so amazing. First of all, the brush is just so thin, which makes it so easy to get into the lashes, like really into the roots of the lashes, and make sure that all your lashes are covered. I also love this for the lower lashes. I just find it's a really nice small thin brush, and it just allows you to coat all your lashes really easily, and I find that this mascara doesn't transfer on me whatsoever. I do have quite long lower lashes, so I do have trouble with some mascaras transferring, but this one definitely doesn't do that. Now moving on to lip products. MAC lip liners are definitely one of my all-time favourite liners. They just have the most amazing formula and they just look really beautiful on the lips, and they stay on really well, and they act as a really great base for lipsticks or to wear on their own. I do have a couple of colours here that's going to cover you for all of your neutral lipsticks and darker tones as well. The first colour is Strip Down, and this is a really beautiful cool light brown colour. Very neutral, so this goes perfect with any nude lipstick. I am wearing this as my lip line on my lips today. Next is Boldly Bare, which is more of a neutral pinker tone colour. This goes perfect with all neutral coloured lipsticks as well, just to give a slightly more pinker undertone to them. This next shade is Whirl, and this is just a beautiful mauvey brown shade. This one became really popular because of Kylie Jenner, but it is a really nice neutral colour for more mauve rosy tone lip colours. The next shade is Soar, and this is just a really beautiful darker pink tone colour. This goes well with all of the pink lipsticks from MAC, so this is a really beautiful one to use as well. I especially love using this all over my lips on its own. I just think it looks really nice for a natural pink tone colour. The next colour is Cherry, and this is just the most beautiful red lip liner. It's a little bit more of a cooler toned pink undertone red lip liner, so this just looks beautiful with all of the red lipsticks from MAC as well. And lastly is the shade Night Moth. If you're going for a really dramatic dark lip look, Night Moth is definitely the colour I would recommend. This just gives an amazing burgundy plum tone, and it's just really beautiful. Now moving on to lipsticks, there is a crazy amount of lipsticks that MAC sells, so it is very overwhelming, and it's very hard to pick out the colours that you think would be suitable for a freelance makeup kit. So I've narrowed it down to a couple of nude colours and a couple of darker colours. So I'll show you the nude colours first. The first colour here is Honey Love, and this is probably my favourite nude from MAC, It's just a really beautiful neutral nude with a little bit of pink to it. I just find that this suits a lot of different skin colours. I am wearing this today over the top of Stripped Down, so Honey Love is definitely one I would recommend. Next is Velvet Teddy, and this once again was made popular by Kylie Jenner. It's a really beautiful brown neutral colour, and this one just looks amazing on more kind of tan skins. This one looks really beautiful. Next shade is Whirl, and this is a little bit of a darker version of Velvet Teddy with a slightly bit more of a brown rose tone to it. So this one looks beautiful for someone who likes more of a darker nude colour for their lips. This one here is Angel, and this is just the perfect soft baby pink colour. I find that this is really popular for weddings and just anyone who likes those really natural soft pink shades. And the last nude colour is Kinda Sexy, and this one is just one of my other favourites as well. It's a little bit more of a warmer pink tone nude, and I find that this looks beautiful in a lot of skin colours as well. So those are my top picks for nude lipsticks. I do have a full video on my top favourite matte lipsticks as well, so if you are wanting to see a few more colours, I do have that video up on my channel already. So now for the darker lip colours, I do have a variety of orange, red and deeper tone colours. This first shade is definitely one of my all-time favourite matte colours, and it's called Lady Danger. It's just the perfect orange-red shade. I just think that this looks beautiful with very minimal makeup worn as a pop of colour on the lips. This just looks so beautiful. The next shade is called Ruby Woo, and this is one of MAC's all-time favourite best-selling colours. It is more of a matte, cooler tone red, a little bit more pink-based. This is a very dry finish though, so you do need to make sure to use lip conditioner first because otherwise it can crack on the lips, but Ruby Woo I would definitely recommend. The next shade is Russian Red, and this is more of a deeper toned, warmer red. This one looks really beautiful on darker skin tones. It just looks amazing, so I'd recommend this one as well. This shade here is called Rebel, and this is just such a beautiful magenta purple shade. This just looks so amazing in summer and on all different skin tones as well. So I love wearing this one as a pop of colour on the lips. Berry lips have become very popular for summer and spring especially. And the last shade here is called Diva, and this is just the most beautiful deep red wine colour. It's like a burgundy. It's just so amazing. This is the perfect colour for a really deep tone lip colour. So this one I would definitely recommend to have in your kit as well. So those were all of the products I would recommend from MAC for a starter kit, either for a beginner or a freelance makeup artist. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. There's lots more videos to come. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.